Hi, my name is Daniel. Thanks for checking out Uncaged. This was something that my wife started several years ago to be able to share her thoughts and ideas and things that maybe she felt like God was talking to her about that she wanted to be able to share with others. And as for me, I've done the same thing. I've had blogs for several years, many years in fact, that I started it off as just a place to be able to write down my thoughts, write down things that I've been learning about, and it was more of necessarily a personal thing for me, and I hope that maybe I can touch somebody along the way that may come across it. But more recently, I've been looking at having the idea of doing something more with it. Jesus has been really just speaking to me about some things, and I want to do something more of this, and it was just something I had been praying about. And then a few weeks ago, Sarah came to me and said, I have this idea. I want to expand Uncaged. I want you to be involved in it. And I got so excited about it, and I was so grateful that she invited me in on this journey with her, that it's not just even about her or even me. It's we're even getting our family involved. We've already posted a video of Harris, and he's excited about it, getting to be able to be involved in it. And it's so amazing that we're actually getting to do this as a couple and as a family, and get to share things with you, things that we've learned, or just experiences, or even some fun things. We got ideas for just some fun videos for you all to watch, and to really get to know us and get to know more about who we are. So here we are. What can I say about myself? It's hard. I don't really like talking about myself. I sort of grew up around church. That was sort of my story. My grandmother would take me to church. My grandparents, they'd take me to church when I got the chance to. And I'd spend summers with my grandmother in Louisville, Kentucky, and she would make sure that I was getting to church and day camps and stuff, and so I was around it a lot. I said a prayer when I was a kid. I even have a picture of it somewhere, of just where I prayed to receive Jesus. But then as years grew by, I grew older, I started to realize I really wasn't sure. I didn't even remember that moment. And I just said, did I ever really know Jesus? And did I really know who he was? And it took me a while. It took me a several years journey to figure that out, going to different churches and thinking that everything was okay. And then in 2010, God really just spoke to me one day, and I said, Lord, if I really need to receive you as my Savior, if I really need to give my life to you, which I thought maybe I had done in the past, I said, you speak to me tonight. You just let me know. And I get to church that night. It was a Saturday evening. We had Saturday evening services at the time, and man, I didn't even get to the actual talk that day of the sermon of the day before. I was just hearing Jesus say, you need to take care of some stuff. And so that was February 6, 2010. Gave my life to Christ, and things have changed. Sometimes I look back and I kind of go, well, things really changed, but then I look back over the years and see how they have. In this past several months, God's really been doing some work in me, showing me new things, and it's been amazing, and I'm hoping to get to share some of that with you all at some point. But these last several years, God's really been doing a great, awesome thing in our marriage, and just showing us how to love each other anew, and but even more personal. Who am I? Beyond that, Sarah said in a video before, we're like sci-fi lovers. Where I was the geek when I met her. I was the geek. She wasn't. I was into Star Wars and sci-fi films and things of the such, and eventually, of course, now the big comic hero craze. I'm into the superhero stuff, and it's fun, and we know that we can even use it. You can see behind me, I even have we get into collecting Funko Pops. That's something that's been recent in the last couple of years. We got into shows like Doctor Who and different things that Sarah thought she would never get into. I mean, when we first got married, she goes, "You'll never get me to watch this stuff." And then somehow I got her to watch Battlestar Galactica, and then Buffy, and then Doctor Who, and there's so many different shows. And so it's kind of fun, and we get to look back on that journey. Man, that's really who we are. We love going to see the latest comic book movies, especially Marvel. Sarah will fight tooth and nail now that she doesn't like DC, but but that's okay. I understand Marvel's so much better, but we still love you DC fans out there. But yeah, that's that's a lot of who we are. We're fun. We love playing games with our kids, video games. Harris loves video games, Minecraft, and Pokemon. And that's one of the things we get along with. We go out and play Pokemon Go at times and get to enjoy that with him. And yeah, it's just, we really want you to be able to go on with this journey with us. We want you to share in this journey with us. We used the last year or two the hashtag on some of our posts of Hall Adventures. And we've really been looking at that going, man, God's really taken us on some adventures. And not just, we normally take trips to Gatlinburg for our honeymoons, or for our anniversaries. And we've been doing that over the last several years, and going and hiking, and then just enjoying staying in a cabin somewhere and enjoying a couple of days of time to ourselves away from the kids. And that's been fun. But, God's taken us on many other adventures. Some of them may not have been so pleasant, but it was things that we got to work through, and God pulled us through it, and it's just amazing to go back and look at that thing. And so we want you to join us on this adventure of being uncaged, and really what all that means, of just living a life of being free, of living a life of freedom. As Sarah had shared before, that we have the freedom, we're offered the freedom, but sometimes we just want to sit in a cage because we're too afraid to go out, or we think we're not really free. And really what that freedom looks like in different areas of our lives, and sometimes it may not look like what we think it should look like, but it's just amazing to know that we have freedom, and we can do this together, and we can I love getting to do life together with Sarah, and I get to do life with our kids, but I love getting to do life with other people. And that includes you, whoever you are, wherever you are in this world. It's amazing that we can connect through the technology of the internet. That even if we don't ever know each other, ever talk to each other, or meet each other, that maybe we can share this journey together through videos or things that we write up on this blog. And yeah, just thank you for joining us on this journey. And I just hope that you're blessed by it. I hope you enjoy it. And thanks very much.